figured that much.
Yeah, I tried. It was working fine, and then it wasn't.
Hey, everybody. I hope Lindsay finds some internet. She's hunting for it. We are live, and we are talking everything Sew Magical Texas today. So there's Lindsay on the hunt for internet. We have Mariaha here with us too, and super awesome sewing buddy of mine, Annie. So she's never been to Sew Magical, and she's going to help us get through this chat with possible questions of what you want to know as a Sew Magical goer or newbie. So,
Are we live?
we are.
Oh, good.
I totally did that while you were walking around.
Okay.
Hey there. Your kid.
Jen says hey.
She's adorable. Yeah. So
Can you go grab my list that was on my desk right now?
So Mariaha, how have you been? Are you recovered?
No, I'm tired. I think I slept for the entire week after we got back. Like I don't think I got out of bed. It was so exhausting.
That's hilarious. My husband and I went out like the night I got back. We went and got burgers.
I sent you a message like 2 days later. I'm like, I haven't been this tired since I had a newborn. You sent me pictures of you like hanging out with your husband at midnight.
Oh.
Like you got back. You.
Yeah, I know. You were sputtering again.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, like we did. We went out and I was hungry. He's like, me too. We went and ate, and then the next night we're out again. Just having fun. But maybe I'm just more, I don't know, used to that. Like going out every week.
I don't know. I was pretty tired.
Yeah, it was an exhausting couple days. Like seriously. It was so fun though. Just thing after thing after thing. And just I got up at 6 in the morning, or no, my flight left at 6 in the morning Thursday.
We just started.
So it was like
You hear me?
everybody okay?
No.
Yeah.
We just started.
Lindsay she doesn't have
Don't
earbuds
sit here
in.
and stare at me.
Yeah. So from like 5 a.m. or whatever the heck I woke up Thursday to Monday morning at like 2 in the morning. It was just like go until I got home. It was crazy.
So how many days was the
Okay, so Thursday night is early check-in. It's not a technically Sew Magical event, but it is, but it's not like classes or anything. And then Friday starts classes and vendor hall opens and all that. So it goes Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday we end at 3, and I think every day it ran from 8 to 5. Like the actual episode.
There was classes until like 8, 9 at night.
Yeah.
Were they really?
Really late.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, our swim class went till like 7.
So our swim class went till like 10 because we went to the room.
Yeah.
To help out, and so I could. But yeah. So Thursday, let's go through this kind of in order. I'll talk about how I got my machines on the plane, and then we'll go from there because we had some issues with TSA. My friend Carolee and I flew together, and we had bought. Well, she thought she bought the same carry-on bag for her machine as I did, and turns out it was not the same. Hers had like an extra inch on top. So mine was able to go in the overhead compartment like perfectly fine. My serger was safe and sound. My regular machine was stowed underneath the seat in front of me. Both were good to go. Hers, however, did not fit in the overhead. And they were like, well, we'll gate check for you. So we'll take it, check it, and you'll get it back right when you get off the plane, like they do with strollers and wheelchairs and stuff. What they ended up doing is throwing it through baggage. So her machine just got wrecked, like bad. It was not working. So when we showed up for the swim class, she was in your swim class, the thing did not work. Like it was busted and done, and I had to give her my machine. So do not let them put your machines through baggage. Do not ever check it. Worst case scenario, like on the way home, we took it out of the carryout or the case and we put it under the seat. So they stowed her bag because we collapsed the bag and put it in the upper overhead thing, but her serger was under the seat in front of her. So just so everybody knows, because I know there's lots of questions about how to get through TSA and how to go through the airport and travel with your sewing machines, do not let them put it in baggage. And they also go through and they like take everything apart. Like they took my free arms off. I had my Lego pieces that I travel with like currently. Inside there, they were like flying all over, and the guy just finally like took it and he's like, "Here, I don't know what to do with it." He just handed it to me, and it was all a mess. So they will actually look through your machine.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Not really.
Thankfully, I've never had to take my machines on a plane. I don't know that I would.
Say that one more time. We're getting sputtering.
Oh. Well, can you please stop? You're shaking everything. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just.
Yeah.
Okay, so to those who don't know, my family and we live in an RV, and the tiniest little thing, it looks like it's a freaking earthquake. So, and my child decided to just like have a dance party. Come on, babe. Go outside or do something outside, please. Just for like an hour.
So did each of you bring your sewing machines as well, your sergers?
I actually drove. It was
I
fun.
drove too.
Yeah, for me, it's funny. She's in a different state, but it was closer for her. So I drove. I think it ended up being 12 hours, and I took both my sewing machine and my serger. So if you're driving, which I highly recommend, I mean, bring as many sewing machines as you can, I guess.
Bring them all.
Bring them all. Everything.
That's what I do. I bring all my machines just in case somebody needs to use one.
Yeah. And if I went again, I would probably even bring 2 sergers just because. Maybe more. I mean, all the sergers, all of them.
Somebody's gonna need one.
I think in every class somebody needed at least they both sergers, sometimes up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Probably could have used a few more.
For the people who are traveling to the conference, didn't bring a serger because I have a serger, but mine's an industrial serger, and that's not something that I can pick up and bring.
Yeah.
Would be a way for somebody to rent one or something like that at the Sew Magical Expo?
So you can rent machines, and I think Kayla was trying to get a bunch of sergers. I don't know if she's acquired those yet, but you can rent machines. But I highly suggest, and this is a tip for anybody going, anybody that's coordinating the event too, including Kayla. I hope she watches this. I think there needs to be like a 10-minute rundown on the machines before you let people walk out with them. Because they show up to class and they don't know how to use this. Mariaha calls them the rocket ships. They are amazing, and they're brand new to you, and then you don't know how to do it. So you go to class, you have to learn a machine and learn the project. It's kind of difficult for some people to grasp, and especially if they're very beginner sewers. It's almost an impossible task to put on somebody. So like maybe when you pick up the machine for the rental, be like, hey, here's a 10-minute rundown. At least this is how you do a straight stitch. Like that's all, or something,
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Mariah's right here.
No, not.
What?
You said so. Was it Mariah who was gonna get the machines? Or
No, Kayla.
Kayla. I meant
Kayla's the owner. She runs Sew Magical.
Okay.
For anybody just popping in, she knows nothing. She's never been. She's a newbie. That's why she's here. She's asking all your questions that the audience wants to know.
So basically on Thursday, because I know we kind of got sidetracked there. So Thursday is like where everyone kind of gets together, the people who showed up early. It was I think it was a little bit crazy in Texas just because I think this was the first one in Texas, right?
Yeah.
And it was probably just a little bit more crazy and we were all kind of spread out. But luckily Jen and I found each other right away and we spent all night having fun.
I just posted in the group. I was like, hey, I'm here. I'm at the bar. Just come and find me. I'm here.
I checked in at the early check-in, and then right after that, I had a birthday party to go to. So a bunch of us ran to a birthday party.
How was that? It was the escape room, yeah?
It was so much fun. It was literally the funnest escape room I've ever done, and I've done a lot of them because our as a family we like to do them. But my husband's always the leader. I'm not really whatever. But it was a lot of fun. There was like 10 people in the room, and it was really cool how we like all grouped up onto like each challenge and whatever. It was a lot of fun. I would do it again. Yeah.
I've
Well,
never
this escape room was right in the hotel.
So yeah, funny enough, the escape room in the hotel, we didn't know there was one until we got there, but it only held 4 people, and we had like a big group, so it turned out. But yeah, it was cool. There was an escape room in the hotel. I didn't do it though.
You didn't do the escape room?
Not in the hotel. No, we went somewhere
Oh, you
and
left.
did it.
You were in the
Yeah.
hotel for the escape room.
Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't know that. When you said you guys did an escape room, I thought you guys went to the one that's like literally behind the bar.
Oh no.
I didn't even know it was there either for like 3 days. Like I think Saturday night I was wandering around and I was like, oh my gosh, there's an escape room here.
Yeah.
That's where you went.
No, sorry, I didn't hear you. No, that's not. No, we went to one like a half hour away, whatever, but it was fun.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So back to Thursday night. Yeah, so everybody shows up and we were supposed to be having this meetup thing. And there was a group of us that were like kind of confused and didn't really know where to go. So we found each other and we hung out a little bit. Yeah, I think there was an issue with the restaurant or something. They didn't realize that they were showing up to do that there. But it turned out okay, and we all kind of found each other eventually.
Yeah.
So what was the issue?
The restaurant just didn't like. I guess they weren't working with them. I don't know if they didn't tell them ahead of time or did, and somebody lost the reservation. But they were supposed to have like a corner or something.
They just weren't as accommodating as Florida. So maybe next year there'll be more.
Yeah, or maybe meet in a common area. It doesn't have to be in the restaurant. You know what I mean? Just like find an area and just hang out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's hit Friday. Friday was you do Friday, Lindsay?
Ooh, what did I do Friday? My first thing Friday. Sorry, I had an 8 a.m. Well, let's see. What time did I go to bed Thursday? We had in my room we had five girls, ladies in my room. So we were up all hours of the night. But anyhow, Friday morning, I had an 8 a.m. class and I took the shibori dye class. It's indigo dye, and oh my gosh, I lost her name. Is it Gwen?
Gwen.
Yeah, that sounds right. Gwen. She
Fine.
she's of Thunderbird Farms. Thunderbird Farms and Crafts is her business, but she was the teacher, and it was a lot of fun. It's more like natural dyeing and whatever. It's like tie dyeing, but it's more different, like fabric folds and things like that. It was really pretty. Yeah.
That's one thing I wish I had time to actually take some classes. I thought about it, but I'm like, there's no way. Like, I signed up for the classes I was teaching and the Mariah's class, and then I was on the panel. I signed up for 3 panels. 2 of them did not happen because nobody showed up.
Oh.
It was just the panelists. We were all sitting in the room. We're like, do we want to ask each other questions? So yeah, that's a cool class.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my brain. Where was the panel even at? Like,
so they were just in. I think it was in room like the first room when you went. I don't know the name of it. It doesn't matter now because we're not there. But like the first room in the hall when you turn to go to the classrooms. It was the one. Yeah, the sticker swap was in there.
Okay.
That people could find where this panel room is.
Sorta.
That's
That's the thing I was gonna suggest is that the signage would be a little better, like maybe where it says like room whatever, and then list what classes are in there and the times, what days. So it's like you can check that. Oh yeah, okay, that's not till Sunday, but I know where I'm going on Sunday.
I saw people in that room, but I had no idea what it was for.
Well, they had classes in there. They had classes in there and stuff. The only panel that actually happened was the craft show, sew and sell, or selling for craft shows or whatever one. That one happened, and we all came in there, and there was still, the last class had, it was like, I think it was the die cast, or she did the duckies, but like they had resin.
The jelly.
I think it was a
Okay.
resin, but they were just
Okay.
like over all the tables, so we didn't really know how to set up or what to do in there. We kind of were like, is there a class going on? But eventually people came in and it worked out, and it was a good discussion.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't know. I was able to take one class, and it was Friday morning, 8 a.m. And that was like, it was really, I helped with a ton of other classes, so I didn't really have a lot of time, but I definitely wanted to take that dye class.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did.
Bee.
What's that?
I said, I heard you were a busy bee.
I was a busy bee, yes. I
Yeah,
was happy.
Oh
Then,
man.
on Friday too, we had the swim class. So that was the first class for Jen and I. And that was in the afternoon. And for us, it had just been a really quiet day up until that point. I don't think we did.
Yeah.
We built the vendor hall.
We did. We walked the vendor hall. That's the only time, other than dropping off the packages, which I think we did at the same time, right? The packs. We dropped those off in the vendor hall at the swag table, and then we walked in. That's the only time I was able to go through the vendor hall.
So tell me about the vendor hall. What did they have? What were they selling?
Oh, it was everything from like hardware for bags. Oh, she makes bags. Yeah.
Oh, the vendor hall would have been like your dream place. There was,
You would have loved it. Like they have hardware.
and like, what was it? What is that? Canvas and like what is
Vinyl.
Yeah, they had a bunch of that. I mean, all the bag making stuff was there. Really cool fabrics.
The quilt people, legit kits.
What
There
was
was-
that with the thimbles and the necklace? The
That silver making woman.
scissor. Yeah, she had really pretty. So I want to go back, and I forgot. I was just too busy.
Yeah.
And then I really liked.
them.
Yes. I don't know. What was her name?
Like, is it jewelry?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
But
Yeah,
they're
it's like you can put your sewing scissors in your necklace, and they just like hang there.
That would be great
then
because
you'll-
I always lose money when I'm sewing.
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
they're
where did it
attached.
go?
It's attached. It's attached to the chain. So when you take them out, like you can't set them down. You know what I mean?
That's
You can't just be like, oh, I dropped them. I'll get them later, and you don't. Like they're there all the
I
time.
like that.
Yeah, I love that, and I really want to go back. I got to find her. I'm sure somebody will let me know who she is because I forgot. And then the other
I
thing.
know.
Oh, go ahead.
I know that Constance. You met Constance, I think.
I think so.
She's a owner of Kamani Creations. She purchased something from there, so she would know who they were.
Cool. Yeah, I'm sure there's a list somewhere of the vendors. I'll figure it out. I just totally forgot now.
Yeah. On the website.
There was a really cool convention. It was the dumpster fire.
That sounds cute.
I wish I had a picture of that. We could have popped it up, but I forgot to. Didn't even think of it. It's literally a plastic dumpster, and then there's a fire, a felt fire, and then you put your pins in the fire. And I think she had it. It said like it's okay or something on the pin props. Oh my god!
There's a lot of
It's called a seam ripper in it because that's when you feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's a dumpster. You know?
Like right in the front, like just slide it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they even had sewing machines up there. I know someone told me they bought their serger that they were using for the classes the day in the vendor hall. So
Was that class?
was that the what?
Was that the one of the women in the Bonnie class?
Yeah, I think she took all 3 year classes.
Oh, dude, she literally bought that serger like 10 minutes before she came to class. Never used a serger before, and walked out with a finished Bonnie.
Yeah.
Is it like an opening unboxing thing right before class started?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, dude, she's awesome. Like,
Yeah, there was a company in the vendor hall that was selling like regular machines and sergers and stuff, and then there was a company, Sunny Sewing Machine, that was selling all the industrials.
Yeah.
Yeah, Annie has industrials.
I
This
do.
lady. This is Annie just joining, and you're like, who is this? This is my friend Annie. She wants to come really bad to the next Sew Magical, or one of them. I want to. But tell them about your industrials. Because a lot of people are like anxious to get one, nervous to get one.
My industrials are big and clunky. That's the only downside of it. It takes up a lot of space. So they sit in my living room, which isn't very pretty for a living room. But I love them because they're just workhorses. They just go.
Yeah.
They can take on heavy material just fine. I have a Juki, straight stitch, and then I have an industrial serger.
Do you have the 1181 or the 1541?
It's an old one. It's like
Oh, okay.
5,000.
Like your parents do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She acquired them.
I did. I acquired them. My
Very
parents
nice.
would sew. So
Oh, good for you.
So that's awesome. So okay, swim class. Or wait, Lindsay, we'll go back to the
Yeah.
swim class. Lindsay, finish out your Friday.
Oh, okay. So my Friday morning, 8 a.m., I had my shibori dye class. And then at 10, I assisted in the bow fanny class with Melanie from Zorel. That was so much fun. Everybody left with a finished bow fanny pack. It's a super quick. I wouldn't say it's like super simple. Like you should know a little bit of bag making, but I mean it was a great pattern, and everybody walked out of there with one. There was 2 little girls in there, and this one little girl, she was a freaking rock star. she was so good. And then the other little girl was having issues with her machine, but she powered through too. So I helped her with that. And then yeah, so bow fanny was at 10, and then what was in the afternoon? Afternoon was headbands that with Melanie from Zorel, and those little girls were in that class too. Everybody left with 3 finished headbands. What's that?
What kind of headbands?
So it's 3 different styles. It's there's what's that, like, oh my gosh, where she goes like this, the riveter. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're more like vintage styles. There was like a twisted one. There was one that you stuck the headband inside of it, so it was like a covered headband, and then you like tie the bow. And then there was one where you put a piece of elastic around the back.
Yeah.
Anyhow, they're all Melanie's from Zorel. They're all her patterns.
Oh, cool. See, I didn't even see, and I'm in the teacher group for Texas, and I didn't even see a headband class. There was just so much information all over, and we talked about that before, but it was like some of the stuff, like you're like headband class. I'm like, dude, I think I would have jumped on that if I had time at that, space.
Yeah. And I think that's all I did that day. What was that, Friday?
Yeah. Friday.
I think the paint
But
class
then-
was Friday night too.
You you popped into the swimwear class, didn't you?
I did after the bow fanny class. Yes, I think I popped in, and you guys were rocking it. You guys are having some issues, but there was nothing I could help with.
Did you hear anything that she said, Mariah? Because all I heard was.
Oh yeah. I don't know what's going on with your thing. I can hear you guys just fine.
Okay, well that's good. Then hopefully the 2 people, the 2 people that are watching could hear you, because all I'm hearing is sputter, sputter, sputter.
Oh,
I heard we were rocking it, so that's good to know from an outside.
you were rocking it, but there
walking
was nothing I could help you with. So you guys
Oh.
had it.
That class needed so much help, and it wasn't anybody's fault. Like, you want to tell a story?
Yeah. I think I just call this class like the Murphy's Law. Like if it could go wrong, it did. And it was I think just right away, nobody had a functioning machine. Like there was not a single functioning sewing machine in the class. Which luckily there weren't too many of us, so it's all right. But I think we spent the majority of the class just trying to figure out how the machines work and how to get them to work and how we could even just start the class. I think that was the biggest obstacle right away.
Yeah, we both gave up our machines. We're like, here. So because the issues were just, you can't plan for that. I mean, you can, but you can't.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I think we talked yesterday. We were chatting on the phone, and I was like, maybe there should be like a sewing 911 hotline, like direct to Kayla or direct to somebody, like, hey, machine's down. Like, get here. We need something. These people paid for this class. We have machines. Theirs is broken or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Coming, and then like the sewing 911 crew just like swoops in and saves the day and brings machines.
I think it was a little bit harder with swimwear because you really do need a serger, you know what I mean? And like I don't think she had any of those to rent either. So it's kind of one of those situations where it's like your SOL,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do? And that was also the class where we had a little tiny cutting mat like this big. And that was so like trying to, like, there was just so many problems that, like I'm trying to work with all these machines I've never seen before, like there's the ones that were rented, they're like spaceships. And I'm like, what does this mean? Like my sewing machine was like $200. Like you just press a button. That's it. I'm like, this is like a whole rocket ship. So there's that. And then, like when you're sewing swimwear, there's a couple like actual standard sewing machines in there instead of the sergers. That's really, really hard, like already starting off at a disadvantage there. So it was like Murphy's Law for that class.
Overall though, like the frustrations, everybody was a good sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we did, there was, the one lady we ended up going later on and helping her in the sewing lounge at like 9 or something. It was like later, which was fun.
If I had any advice for like newbie teachers going in, it would be to plan for the absolute worst. Expect that you'll have no equipment whatsoever, so that if you're missing that piece of equipment, you have it. So just plan for that. I would also, for new teachers, I would say, like make your classes as beginner as possible. So I kind of made a class for intermediate sewers, like beyond confident beginner. Like you kind of needed to know how to use your machine, you needed to do all this stuff. And that was my bad, because, I should have that would have been very different if I had known like the sewing level that everyone was at that had taken that class. I could have prepared for that, so definitely have like a backup plan for the students who will end up in your class.
In your class description, what did your class description say? For beginners or?
I think it was intermediate.
Intermediate. Okay. I guess there should be like a definition of what intermediate is.
Yeah.
Because am I a intermediate bag maker or am I an advanced bag maker? I have no clue. I mean, maybe I'm still a beginner. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, if you're going in as a teacher, that would be my biggest thing. And if I did the class again, it would look very different. I think I would take out a lot of things that I had initially put into the class. And I would take it down to its like very basic, like bottom level and focus on.
We talked about splitting it.
Yeah. But even more than that, like, like specifically, like I had the bikini strings in there. I probably wouldn't do that again. That would be like an advanced, I would push that like very advanced level. And I would just go to, here's how you work with just a swim fabric in general, like tankini or something, tank top, swim fabric. And so like, if you're going in as a teacher, a new teacher, definitely like, no matter where anyone's skill level is, just plan a class that, assuming nobody knows how to sew. and then you're going to cover everybody. And if you have people who are more advanced, you can adjust for that. But you're not going to end up with the situation where you have people who like don't know how to do these skills yet, you know, and you're 15 steps ahead.
You know, that in your class is how all of the classes that I helped in, there were lots of people that either had never sewn before or they were very, very, very beginner. And
Yeah.
I mean, we all made it through, but
Yeah.
there were lots of struggles.
Which is really fine. Like, I loved having them in Jen's classes, and I would have just designed a different class.
Yeah. Yeah. Something more simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was great of you to throw swimwear out there because so many people are afraid of swim. But
Yeah.
maybe something more simple next time.
Yeah, absolutely. I would design a little bit different class.
So I had a question. The classes, were they all labeled beginner, intermediate, advanced, like in their descriptions?
Yes. Yeah. And they all had descriptions and stuff. I think it's just, well, like Lindsay was saying, like, what does it mean to be intermediate? You know what I mean? Because I think of myself like I'm an expert sewer, but I am like a scared beginner if I went into like a bag making class. Like I know nothing. I know they made, we'll talk about it a little bit later, but they made like these tiny little bags during a sewing event. I'm like, how did you do that? I could never. Yeah. They're like this big. I'm like, I have no ability to do that. I don't even know how you'd begin. So like they're labeled, but now that I look back, I'm like, yeah, but what does that mean? You know? And it's just, so I don't know. Maybe I think
some people too, they get a little bit too confident than they think they are, or they are more confident than they really are. Does that make sense? Like I think I heard that really bad.
Or they just don't read.
Yeah.
Which is okay. I mean, it all ended up good. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
like if you're just planning, like if you have these more advanced skills, I just don't know if that would be the place to do it. Like it would be more beginner stuff that if you end up with more advanced sewers in your class that you can always add stuff in. It's really hard to go from this advanced class and take it back down to the basics if you weren't planning on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why like for the Bonnie class, I had basic, no cups option, and we're just going to put it together. And then I gave everybody option in class or to choose cups, and I would cut them and bring them to class. And then in class, we also had the choice to change up the sleeves.
Yeah.
That was really fun, and I was really happy. And we're fast forwarding to Saturday. This is Saturday. I was super happy when I know Mariaha, you made the super cute kimono sleeves, and a couple other women made the bubble sleeves, which I was wearing that day. And I was like, yay, they're adventurous. Like I loved everybody that took all my classes. Like they were just amazing. Like they were so open to exploring new things and trying just random adjustments on the spot, you know?
Do you remember my random adjustment?
Yes. It was a big work time.
Yeah, I accidentally cut. What did I do? I was just about to swear. Sorry. I cut into my sleeve, or not my sleeve, but like I cut into my bodice, but I don't even know how I did it.
Yeah.
And then so I ended up making it sleeveless instead of t-shirt length sleeves.
Yeah.
But it turned out super cute.
You know, I'm like, just make it sleeveless, and you're like, okay.
Like, oh yeah.
So,
yeah, it worked out.
Smart. Yeah.
I mean, and the Bonnie class was really nice because it really was the basics, and it was super fun. You had people in there who had never even used a serger before, and they still were able to put it together.
Yeah.
I would say for students though, like if you are going just as a student, not as a teacher, be really attentive to like if you're sewing knits, even if the class says like, oh, you can use a serger or a sewing machine, like I really highly recommend you bring a serger because it's so frustrating for you. Like for teachers, we can work with that, but like as a student, it's really frustrating to like working with a knit and it's like jamming down into your feed dogs and like that's frustrating, and we don't want to see that for you. So like if you have a serger, if you can use a serger, bring one. I highly recommend it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So step back to Friday. Did anything Friday night? I know
Friday.
Mariah and I were hanging out.
I think
We had a good time.
Yeah.
But there was a teacher meetup thing that we went to, teacher and vendor appreciation thing, which was cool. They had desserts and stuff and a bar, cash bar. Wasn't open. That's okay. We had our own. Yeah, it was fun. We got to talk to some other instructors and vendors in a different kind of setting, so that was kind of neat. What did you do Friday night, Lindsay?
I nothing crazy. Not that I can remember. We went to Lily of who works with Melanie of Zorel. She was a teacher. She is amazing. I love her. She had her paint class, so she does like a
That's right.
She teaches you a painting. Yeah, so that was a lot. That was a lot of fun. And then I think we went up to the little vendor teacher get together.
I didn't see you there.
I got up there at like 9 or something. I don't know.
We didn't stay long because we went down to the open sewing hall to help somebody with.
Oh, that's right. That's what we did Friday night. We popped in for a minute.
And left early. We were party crashers.
Okay, so I have a question. When you sign up for the class, do you have to bring your own supplies, or is it dependent on the teacher that they'll provide whatever you need?
It depends. It depends on the class and the teacher. So for my classes, I supplied the pre-cut fabric into the size they needed for Bonnie, and extra fabric for adjustments if they like the sleeves and things, as well as like needles and tape measures, just random stuff like that. Same thing for circle skirt and infinity scarf. Mariah you cut just the main stuff, right? We cut the lining.
I cut the lining, and then I provided like the elastic. We had some special needles, but you should have your own. Like if you know you're going to be working with knits all weekend, like standard knits, you should have extra needles on your own. I provided ones because we needed special ones for swimwear. But then typically like you'd bring your own scissors, your own thread, like your own needles in case something breaks. Like your tools for changing out needles. I know in a few classes people have broken needles. I heard from some people. I mean, like your basic sewing kit you would provide yourself. And then if you need anything like extra or specific for that class, the teacher would provide that. And that would be like for your class.
Or it's in the description, like you will need XYZ for this class. This is what we provided. You need to bring these things on your own. Is that pretty accurate, Lindsay? Because I know you're in way more. Yeah. I know a lot of the classes, I think almost all of them have pre-cut everything, right?
Yeah, all the classes that I assisted in, all the hardware was supplied. Everything that you needed to finish the project was supplied, besides like your tools.
So that's the other thing too. I had a couple questions, people messaging me prior to the show about the pricing. That's why some of our classes are priced the way they're priced, is because we are providing everything for you. And cutting, like if it's pattern pieces and things like that, like it's all cut out prior to the show. So some of the classes, I know my class was like 70, and the swimwear was like 70. Some of them are kind of up there. Some of them are not. Like circle skirt was 35 because I'm just cutting 2 yards of fabric. We're going to do the rest in class. You guys are cutting your own skirt in class. Like I don't have to prep that. It's minimal. So they're like, why are the classes so up and down and different prices? That's why, because you're getting what you get for that price, including the class and the pattern. Like everybody gives you the pattern that's available for whatever product you're making.
Right. It'll be, if it's a digital file, they'll email it to you after the class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just gave them a coupon code to go download it. So yeah, but I guess if they're using someone else's pattern, they don't have access to that, or I don't know how that works. Do they all use their own patterns?
Yeah. What's that?
Do they all use their own patterns? I know the jogger.
No. So yes, when I helped with Salty Sews, we did the Dallas Spirit jersey from CKC patterns. Okay. And then we did the jogger pattern from, sorry, I was looking at my tabs up here to see if I could remember who it's from. I think it's 5 out of 4. No, I don't remember. Anyhow, the jogger patterns was from somebody else. So Salty Sews doesn't have any like clothing patterns yet. They have the little bag and the zippy clippy and the what was that thing they did? Everything but the machine tote.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cute. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's this
Yeah.
cute little rectangle square thing that you put your drawers in, like those plastic drawers, and you put all
Yeah.
your supplies in there, and it's a little case for it. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's an adorable thing.
And it's
I-
got a luggage thing on it. You can put it on
Yeah.
your luggage. Yeah. That's
I
really
saw
cool.
people posting pictures of them actually using it through the airports and things, like on their way home or whatever. I was like, that's amazing.
It's so smart.
Yeah, it's great. Roberta, we have a comment, and she says, in your defense, not everyone reads the descriptions, which
Yeah.
is true. Which is true. So shame on you for not reading the description. No.
Shame. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
If I'm excited about a class, I'm not really going to read the description. I'm just going to like hurry up and sign up for it, and then I might go back and read it and be like, oh, what do I need to bring? You know,
Right.
I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So
I mean,
okay.
It's something that teachers can keep in mind when they're designing their classes too, you know?
Yeah.
I don't read directions on anything. I'm terrible. So like guilty as charged.
Yeah, I do that too. Even with like IKEA furniture, I'm like, I can do this.
Right.
So wonky.
And then I'm like, I need to return this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the Ron Swanson. I'm like, I know more than you and I know nothing. I'm like, fine.
So that's funny.
Right.
God.
So that was Saturday, and then Saturday night was when all the fun stuff happened.
Yeah. Okay. You got pictures.
I do have pictures.
You got pictures.
Oh wait, are we which pictures are we doing first? Are we doing like the after party or the sew down party?
We don't have any well, weren't they the same thing? I don't know. Just we'll see. Saturday night was my favorite night. Like,
yeah,
the classes were fun. What do I do this? Wait, hold on. Nope. There we go.
there we go.
That's the after party.
Yeah. So if this picture doesn't say it all, like I don't know what does.
That's Lily from.
Yes. I'm just laughing so hard right now. Like I can't even.
That's awesome.
She was amazing. This is Lily from Sorrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish we could play videos on here. I don't know how to do that, but I just posted a video last night, a recap video, and she's in there in full audio. You have to go listen to the audio. A Hulk Hogan was there in person. Lily was gone. There was no Lily.
She was
I'm like, I don't
awesome.
know. She keeps saying, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that person is. Like, it was so funny. She had a face off with some random guy in the bar.
Oh, he was huge.
Oh my gosh. That video, I have that video. Is in the, go watch that.
He was like 8 feet tall. I mean, he was huge.
So that's the other thing that was hilarious too. So not only were we there, Sew Magical, we have all the Sew Magical people, women, right? Mostly. Like I don't know that there are that many guys there unless they were husbands.
There was a few guys there.
There was a couple. A couple. But you have a sewing convention, alongside the Mac Tools convention. So
Oh yeah.
the other side of the hotel has a huge convention space. Like we were in, I think a smaller convention area with the classrooms and stuff. There's a huge convention space, and it was just the Mac Tools, like everybody, all their representatives and everything. Like it was just dudes. Like, so we're in the bar this night, and there's just like rough and tumble kind of guys like everywhere. So she has this standoff with this guy, and she's like calling him out and like. Oh my gosh, like it's hilarious. So fun. That was my favorite. Thank you so much, Lily, for that. Like I will remember that until my last breath. I swear to God. Like it's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, and she was dressed that way. So there was a few people dressed up for the Sew Down, which happened before the after party. I don't have any pictures of that, unfortunately. I think we just had videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was just videos, but it was super fun.
Did anybody catch me like kicking arse? No.
What?
I didn't see any pictures or any videos or anything. Yeah, I was the first round in the Sew Down.
She
There.
says I don't even know who that was, Lily. Oh, you're the best, honey. Oh my gosh, I don't even know who that was. She is popped up in chat, so. but do we have another picture? Did I send you another one?
I think so.
Oh, there's one with the guy with the pink hat. There's that guy. He was
I don't
there.
have a picture of that one though.
That wasn't in the group.
No, a lot of it was videos.
Oh. Okay. Oh wait. Here we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Boom. How cute. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
a lot of the videos
I
were in that
like-
recap that you just posted yesterday. Everything but sewing.
Yeah.
So a lot of it was in there.
Yeah. So go back and watch that. Anybody that wants to see more of that. It's so
But
good.
during the Sew Down, it was so fun because they brought the rocket ship machines out, the sewing machines,
Oh, yeah.
and
So they had all of us that were competing. We weren't allowed to go in because they were doing it in heats. So they want us to see what the others were doing before it was our turn. So we were all hiding in the hallway.
I was
Get
the
in?
first round.
Yeah. And I sit down at this machine, and I have a machine that has no digital, no buttons. It's all knobs. It's an $80 machine, like serious bottom of the barrel, like low level thing. I sit down in front of the rocket ship, and I'm like, what? There's just buttons everywhere. And I haven't had a light in my machine for about 3 years. So I turned my machine on. It's still dark. So we all start to sew, and I'm hitting the pedal. It's not even on. And I'm like trying to go. I'm like, why isn't it working? It's broken. What's going on? And I'm like, oh, it's not on. So I flip it on. And then I have other issues. It's all technical things. I lost miserably. But Lindsay did well. Yeah.
I did. I beat Fran Brown. She was in the first round. I beat her. I was really kind of upset that I was paired up with her because she's freaking amazing. But I think she had a technical issue too or something. And well, I beat her. So
Is this what you
So
guys-
this is what we had to sew.
love you, Fran.
I have it here. I'm keeping this forever. Just
Yeah.
we
So
had to go in increments.
it was 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch,
Yeah.
5/8, a
Where's the
half
camera?
inch.
In front of your face. And I did pretty well. Like they measured it. I did finish, except for I didn't seam rip because I got to the end, and my partner
Amanda.
yeah, she was done. She was like already sitting there. Like I was like, she already beat me, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I am not seam ripping. I don't give a shit. Like I'm done. So I did well. She measured everything, and it's all accurate. It just took me forever because of tech stuff, but you know,
Yeah.
you got to finish, right? Got to go to the end.
Yeah. Yep. And then everybody at the end, everybody who won in their round or whatever, they were given like very, not, what's the word? Not detailed. The instructions were not very detailed
Okay.
on how to make the zippy clippy from Salty Sews. We were just given fabric, zipper, hardware, and a little piece of paper with very not oh my gosh, I can't think.
Yeah. There's no instructions. Like,
No instructions, basically.
instructions, right?
Yeah. So so we all did that. So it was on, I thought it was like more on how fast you could get it done and less on like how accurate it was. So I thought that I was just like out of the loop. Like I finished and it was great, but like it's still like really wonky or whatever. But then the Lily was she ended up judging all of them on Oh, accuracy. That's the word I'm looking for. Accuracy. And yeah, so I got third place. Anne Marie got first place. I don't know who got second place.
Who won? Who won? I don't even know who won.
Anne Marie.
Okay.
I can't remember her last name, but Anne Marie, she's super. She was in the fashion show. This is me walking. This is me walking down the aisle.
Okay.
There was like a little wrestler there that we missed.
Is the new sign language for fashion show. Like we just made a new American Sign Language fashion show. I love it. That's all we didn't talk about fashion show.
No.
We skipped. We
Yeah,
skipped
the big thing.
The big
yeah,
thing.
we skipped the part where I flashed everybody. Yeah, so sorry if you were in the audience or not. I don't know.
This is the first time hearing this. I heard there was an incident at the fashion show. I did not know this.
Yeah, well, okay, so you gotta walk. You gotta walk
Like this?
Yeah, you gotta walk down the runway, and then you're supposed to like spin or do a pose. So I was wearing a circle skirt dress, and I did a spin, and it was 5 feet up the stage, and people are down here. So it's like straight up skirt shot. Just saying.
So don't spin so much. So there's so much centrifugal
Just be aware.
force
Yeah,
that goes
yeah,
like
yeah.
this.
No, just be aware of what you're wearing and what's underneath what you're wearing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really cool though. The designs that they had there were insane. I could not believe that people like actually made this stuff. It looks straight out of like a movie set or something.
Yeah.
To
it was
enter
crazy.
into the fashion show, did you have to sew your own garment?
Yeah, so you can make anything. Like if you like, I didn't see this, but I've heard people walking quilts down
yeah.
the runway. Just a bag. So like your clothes don't have to be made.
Okay.
Like whatever you want to showcase your work, you're just bringing that with you down the runway. So I do encourage anybody, whatever you're making, it could be something you just made that day. And somebody did. They made a skirt earlier that morning. They
The
wore-
running skirt.
So it doesn't have to be a full-on costume or head to toe apparel or anything like that. Like you could just do whatever you want as long as you made it and you're proud of it. Take it with you, walk it down, show it off. Like it's fun, and everybody should do it at least once, I think.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Catherine.
Everybody?
Hey, Catherine's in here. She was the most amazing woman. I think my favorite that I met. I love you. She did the saloon girl. She was a saloon girl in the fashion show, and she won. Right? She won everything. Yeah. So yeah.
She wins every year. She wins every year.
She did tell me, we had a conversation, and she wants more people to do historical costumes. So she wants that to be a category.
That's a great idea.
There's categories. We had apparel and accessories and costume cosplay, right?
Yeah.
But it really could be broken up, I think. But we need more people to participate. That's the thing.
Right.
Well,
In Florida, there's usually like 20 plus people. But so Texas this year was just,
I think it was just more quiet.
Yeah, this is the first year in Texas, so
yeah.
So it was just a little bit more quiet. So
Yeah.
I think that's why there weren't so many people. There weren't a ton of people in the audience either. I mean, it was a very quiet weekend.
it was quiet. I heard one whistle though.
Except
Was that when you?
That's Oh, I didn't even hear it. I was just so like it was told me afterwards. I was like, oh shh.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So if more people participate, the better categories and more exact or descriptive they could be.
Yeah.
I think it was my fault. I put I was gonna do Peggy Bundy. I didn't know I couldn't do two things, and I didn't know it was gonna back up right to the Bonnie class. So I was gonna do my Peggy Bundy cosplay, and I was gonna do my Ragamuffin dress that I was already wearing. So I put both of those when I signed up, and so she put me in the cosplay costume category, and I'm like, not cosplay category, like, so it was kind of weird for me, but just make sure you fill it out right. And there really is only time for one thing. That
Yeah.
you can't switch outfits. So don't
Yeah.
be crazy like me and try to switch outfits or plan for extra. What happened? Oh.
When someone doesn't have another person competing in their category, they switch them to another category, so they're not competing alone.
Okay. I was reading there were so many. I was like, which one are you talking about? Yeah. So that was so much fun. Yeah. Fashion show's amazing. Everybody do the fashion show.
Okay, I want to see this.
Oh wait. Mariah, you gotta tell me. I didn't know you were doing that. Oh, that's my dress.
Oh, look at how cute.
It was probably moments before or as I was. So,
Do you have any pictures of me?
I think so. Did I put those in there?
Yeah, 1 minute.
I didn't see any pictures from the runway.
I have two pictures.
Make it a good one.
I gave them to Mariah. We have a super secret private chat where I was giving her pictures to put up.
Oh.
Because I can't do it again.
I have a few, but I'll just do this one first.
None flattering. Don't put any unflattering ones up.
Well, somebody gave these to me. I didn't take these. Obviously, I was on the runway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Super
So
cute.
You're super cute with your bag and the Ragamuffin top that you made. That's a Bonnie.
Yep.
Tell me
My
about
Bonnie.
your bag.
My bag?
Yeah.
That's from Sally Tomato. That is the Scarlet. And it's made with Sew Magical Expo vinyl.
Yeah, I know you can't see in the picture, but it's got the little boots on it, and then the fringe is super cute.
Yeah. And I made my pants too.
Yes, I love those pants. Oh. Yeah. Do you have any other pictures? I can't remember what I put there. Is that
Of the fashion show?
yeah.
I mean, I think so. I think they're all just kind of like the same.
So all weekend, Lindsay and I've been waiting forever to see each other in person.
Years. I've been sewing for you for years.
Yeah. And
Here, I'll share this.
she doesn't think we have any pictures together, but I found some.
Oh, that's a Photoshop. Okay.
We're gonna go. We have several of these. Catherine, you'll like this. That's Catherine underneath Lindsay's face. Oh my gosh. So we had a good time. This was after everybody had pretty much left the bar, and Lindsay and I were still hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the outfit that won the fashion show.
I'm sorry, I covered your face. What's another one?
I love you, Catherine.
She says her garter got stolen at the bar.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, those Mac Tool guys.
I don't think you want it back now.
No. Well, do you have more Lindsay pictures?
Yeah. No.
She looks so amused.
Yes, this is my amused face.
Oh, see, this is when you first got there. We just met. Yeah. So.
I look very chubby. Do I normally look like that? My face is all squished.
Oh my gosh.
You do not.
Thanks for that.
Oh, keep them coming. There's more. We have memories I have to share with people. Oh, this was a good day. This was a good day. I think this was after the class, maybe.
Great. That's a great picture.
I know. I like how you're grabbing me on the hips there.
Yeah.
And you were with me and Mariah. Remember we had dinner that one night?
You know, I literally drank from like 9 in the morning till midnight. I don't
So
remember.
you don't
Oh,
remember.
you? I feel like that's just about all I did.
Oh gosh.
Bye, Miss Catherine.
Oh, love you.
Oh,
We're all sharing some nachos.
oh yeah. I wish I actually could have been there. How did you get these pictures?
I don't know. It's magic.
It is magic.
Yeah. And then there was that time we went to Bucky's afterwards. Like you came with me.
Oh
when
my
we-
gosh. I love Bucky.
Yeah, you were like, we gotta go.
I don't know if I have that one, but I have this one.
It's the one with the beaver guy.
I don't have that one.
Bucky.
All right. Well, we got this one. Oh, well, you came on the plane with me.
Oh,
Yeah, you flew home with me.
I wish to Las Vegas. That would have been fun.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are ridiculous.
It's a form of endearment.
I'm picking up on that.
I just felt so bad. We didn't have any pictures together.
It was the strangest thing.
Oh, here, Mariah. I'm bumping it in the group.
I don't have
know if you
it.
can pull it up. Is it too late?
Yeah, I don't have any of it up.
Well, hold on. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Oh, wait, let's get rid of it. Can you get rid of the picture?
Oh, yeah.
Because this was a fun day. All right before we got on the plane. Anyways. That was my little surprise for you. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You seem not amused. Yeah. So.
Shoot, where'd you go? Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. You just like, I'm out. You keep sharing these weird pictures. I'm just gonna go.
Thanks for including me.
Yes. Well, you know. Hey! Please! Oh my gosh, that food was so good. I don't know if it's because I really haven't eaten. Like, we didn't really eat, Mariah and I, like, at all. We were just busy. So, like, my friend Carolee, who I flew with, and had the surgery issue and all that stuff. She's like, we got to go to Bucky's. Her kids live out there. She's from there. So I'm like, okay, what is this place? And she's like, it's like a department store with food. And I'm like, okay, let's go.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
And then we get there and I'm like, this place is amazing. I know why you took me here now. I love every single inch of this place. It's like Hobby Lobby and food and everything else, like all mixed up into one amazing Texas thing.
Hobby Lobby with
And I had
brisket, a brisket bar.
I bought 2 sandwiches and I only meant to eat half of each one, but I devoured both of them. Like I was so hungry. Yeah,
Well, you and I really ate all weekend.
no.
You guys didn't eat?
Antonio, because I'm going to San Antonio.
We drank a lot, though.
Yeah.
Just,
We did. San Antonio, I don't know. I know they're in Florida and Texas. Do we know where any other Bucky's locations are? I mean,
Are there Bucky's in Florida?
I thought it was just
Yeah.
Texas.
they told me that because it was like, oh, whatever. I really want to go back to the Bucky's. It was good. And they were like, come to Florida.
Yeah.
I was like, but yeah, I don't know where any others are. I guess you could Google that later if you're really that interested.
I want to go. I hear about it all the time from everybody. I'm like,
Bucky's is good.
Take a road trip out here.
Yeah.
So Saturday was a late night. Oh, that's right. We celebrated Melanie's birthday at the bar.
Yeah.
Melanie
We
of
did.
Zorel. We ended it at the bar.
Yeah, that was with the Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I know it was her birthday party, which was part of like the craziness at the bar too. But I think if we had a nightly events sort of like that, like more people need to get together after classes and stuff and have like after hours things, like Sew Magical After Dark, you know, like that was my favorite night. It was so fun. It was just the energy, like everybody was just like so crazy and fun. And It was really nice setting to meet other people in because everyone was super chill. We weren't stressed out. Not that we were all stressed out, but like running from class to class.
Yeah.
And having to
Yeah.
schedule, like you're go. So that was like, we don't have anything to do besides be here and hang out. And I would really hope going forward that they implement that like every night, like Friday night, Thursday. I know they tried with the early meetup thing, but there was no meetup Friday except for the teacher thing. There should have been another meetup because a lot of people come and they don't know anybody. Like Mariaha
Yeah.
station with somebody that on Sunday, and she's like, I've been alone all weekend, and we're like,
Yeah, it was on Saturday at the Sewdown.
oh.
Yeah, but I mean, like if Jen goes, I'll probably go the next one. So, exactly what I told her. Like, if you see Jen and I around, just like find a bar, find us, and come hang out. 'Cause that's all we do.
We're like, find us and you'll find the bar.
Well, there was also
Same. That's where we are.
there was also the So Magical Lounge that was open like 24/7. That room was open 24/7. So you could just go hang out, or you could go sew and finish a project or whatever you want to do. So if you're not into the bar scene, you could just totally go hang out with people sewing.
Yes, no, that's not what I'm pushing on anybody. I'm saying,
Oh
like,
no.
because we did there was the ice cream social thing,
Yeah.
and there was the sticker swap and all that stuff too. Like there were things going on outside of the bars and stuff. But I mean, like more of a nothing else going on, just a meetup.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
not there for anything, just to hang out. You know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So tell me about the lounge. How is that? Like,
It's
I
just
know,
like,
I know, like you guys had like little, were the sewing machines set up
No.
there for you guys?
No, you had to bring your own
You had to
machine.
bring your own machines, okay.
Yeah, so it was just like a big open room. I think they did have a couple cutting mats there, bigger ones. They had a couple big cutting mats, and then it was just like a bunch of tables and just people were in there. But I mean, it was, again, this was like the first Texas one, and I think it was just probably a lot more quiet than like Orlando, you know.
Yeah.
And so in each place when you're walking by, you didn't see a ton of people in there in any of the rooms at any time. But I mean, it's like the first one, you know.
Yeah. The meetups were fun though. Like there was the boozy bag exchange and the white elephant bag exchange, the sticker exchange, and then there was like the ornaments and the barbecue stuff.
Yeah, I guess maybe I didn't get a chance. I think I was either in classes or ending classes and things like that. I missed a lot of those. No.
They were actually they did it really nice this time. They did it all after classes. The only one they did like during like lunchtime was the white elephant exchange, and then all the other ones that normally take a while, they had them at night.
So do you have to give something to the exchange? Because I know they're exchanges. Can you just show up to the exchange and just be there? Because that's why I didn't do them either. Because I'm like, I'm not making anything.
You could totally come and like just not really participate, but like just hang out. But it's more fun if like you're getting a bag or giving a bag or whatever it is. Yeah.
I didn't have time. I was like looking at it, I was like, I don't have time to create things.
You should have told me. I brought like 50 bags that I was just, who needs a bag? Here, let's exchange. It's what I do. I love to sew.
Yeah.
And then get rid of
guess what? We do too. No.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So that's fun. Yeah. So maybe I probably could have made it to some of the exchanges. I just thought maybe I didn't. I have time wise and stuff, but retrospect, thinking.
For me personally, I didn't sign up for like anything extra. I just had my class, and then I was helping Jen. I was helping you with yours. I didn't sign up for anything else, and I think that was like good for me because
first time,
yeah, and I was really tired. Plus, I had to drive all the way there and back. So definitely, like I would say, 3 classes would really be pushing it. 3 classes a day because you have all that stuff too.
Lily said the boozy bags were the best.
I'm gonna do that next time. I'll learn how to make a bag just so I can do this exchange.
Were they already pre-filled with booze? Because that would
Yes,
make it better.
that is part of the thing. So you make a bag, you can fill it with booze or a wine bottle or whatever you want, and then you have to wrap it in like wrap it creatively, like with a piece of fabric or something, whatever. And then the way we did it was like a dirty Santa thing. So if you opened it, somebody could steal it, and then it could only be stolen like twice or something. Um, there was some really, like, all the bags were awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was a bunch that were stolen.
Yeah, I know that would have been fun. I wish I would have done that. What kind of bag? Is there a specific bag or any bag?
So
Like,
I
don't make bags. Okay.
Yeah.
In case
Okay.
anybody doesn't know that. So could I
Yeah.
just do a drawstring, like a simple one?
All right. So
the booze in it. It'll have like really good stuff inside.
okay. So I'm here more for the bag than I am the booze, and I will tell you from the person who received a drawstring bag, when I took the time to make a real bag,
That's
it
not
wasn't
an equal exchange there.
Well,
right. But you go into it knowing that you may not get something equal back, and it's totally fine. And I've chalked it up like, who's on here? Is Lily on here? Like, it's happened to me like 3 or 4 times. So
hold on, I'm trying something new here. I was trying to highlight her comment. I can't do it. She says, "I'm here more for the booze than the bag."
Yeah. She can, and I give everybody my booze. I'm like, here, I'm not going to drink this. You can have it. But yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I love it.
I'm gonna suggest some further stipulations to the bag exchanges.
Maybe there should be a beginner boozy bag, and so you know what you're giving to, and then like expert or whatever. So like you're trading with people of the same or equal quality. Like drawstring versus drawstring.
I can see what you're saying, but yeah, you just never know what you're gonna get.
I would go and watch, but I wouldn't participate because I am not making a bag that you're making. Like, my bag is going to be like chintzy.
Listen, as long as your bag is useful, that is all I care about. So somebody,
my bag that I made for you.
You made it for me. I'm not giving it away.
somebody made a little clear vinyl boxy pouch, and she was like really upset that all these other bags were amazing, and she just got this little clear. She just made this little clear boxy pouch. But you know what? My friend who lives in an RV and cannot have like a big bag that everybody else was getting, she really appreciated that small clear vinyl bag that she would actually use. So it's all perspective.
That's true.
Yeah. So I appreciate everybody's talent and everybody's energy that they put into effort. Yeah. But I don't want another drawstring bag, and I'll never use a wine bag.
Oh gosh, it's like what was that movie when she's like, no wire hangers ever, like no drawstring bags ever, like. Oh yeah.
That would be my only contribution. For that one.
But everybody's got to start somewhere.
It's true.
I had
my effort.
Conversation with a lot of people there, where you kind of have like your niche sewing, and everything else, like I will pay somebody else to do that other niche sewing. I'm not gonna do. I will pay you hundreds of dollars to make me a really nice bag, so that I don't have to make.
So
well, look here, I have a really nice bag.
There you go. Everybody that's watching in the future, whatever, email Mariah, send her your information if you make bags, because she wants to buy your bags for hundreds of dollars. So like,
hundreds of dollars, yeah.
She's your market. She will buy things from you all day long.
Yeah.
All right. So what
I need to sell more swimsuits. I need to buy more bags.
Yeah.
Right.
Bartering.
There we go. We'll trade.
Mm-hmm.
So Sunday, I think that was probably the quietest day.
Wait,
I-
no.
What?
This day? That was the craziest day for me.
Really?
That
You
was
were
the
there.
Bonnie and the circle.
No, the Bonnie was on
Oh.
Saturday, wasn't
Oh,
it?
that's right.
What?
Oh, circle and the scarf was the infinity scarf was you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Circle skirt was at 8 a.m. coming right off of the Hulk Hogan night and all that. So
That's right.
that was fun. That was fun. We powered through with the math. We did it. Everybody made skirts. Everybody walked out with a skirt.
That was awesome.
They
yeah.
weren't hemmed though. None of my stuff, none of my people actually hemmed anything. So, which is totally fine. But yeah, so everything was done other than that.
I put my circle skirt on my Bonnie bodice that I made the day before.
Yeah, yeah. Someone else did that too. We got more pictures. All right, Mariah. This is working out good. I wasn't sure. Yay!
Oh,
Yeah, that's the class. Yeah, we all had a great time, and they were amazingly bright and spunky for 8 a.m., which I appreciated because it gave me energy that I was stealing from them. I didn't have it myself. But yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah. We had that one. And
How'd
then
you-
right away in the morning. And then I know there were classes like all day up until I think it even went after 3, didn't it? I saw some people doing classes. They extended
Yeah.
it.
I'm
I
not
was
sure.
in so after your class, I had the jogger class with Serger 101 jogger class with Salty Sews that I helped in, and I think that was in the afternoon. And then when was the circle skirt, the circle scarf, the infinity scarf?
At 2
That
o'clock.
was the end of the day.
Yeah, and then we had the raffle. The raffle happened right after that, and I was scrambling to try. I was trying to. One of the women made. She bought 25 tickets, and she actually got picked to be the extra winner in that. There's one
The
of our
golden
circle.
ticket?
Our circle. Yeah, infinity scarves. Here's one of them. Yeah, so she bought 25 tickets, and she gave me I made a video with her, and I was trying to upload it, and there was like no internet to be found back in the corner where we were at. So I'm like running around the whole building trying to find internet because I wanted people they didn't know there was a raffle. Like it was coming up on the time when they were going to start pulling. We were going to do the raffle, and they were going to close it, and nobody knew. Like everybody in the class was like, "What? There's a raffle? We can buy tickets? Yes, you can buy tickets. They were $1 a piece." And she put all of her raffle tickets in for my fabric. So that's like $1 a yard she was getting. So, I mean, for that specifically, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so maybe more information on how to purchase, how to get raffle tickets, what they are, what the prizes are. That would be
Yeah. There was a table in the vendor hall that had all the prizes available on it. And then
the swag table, like I think everybody should stop there. It should be swag/information. Like it should all be in one spot, I think. Like when you go in to register instead of the early registration, like registration, swag booth/information, like it's all right there. That would make more sense because people buy stuff, whatever they want from Sew Magical Swag, and like also find out about the raffle and any other events that are going on. Be right there first,
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. And then everybody should know everything. Everybody should be on the same page.
Yeah, which is really hard. There's so much going on. Overall,
There's so much. Yeah.
So much. Overall, it was super fun, and we had a great time.
Did you guys make it to the D-Stash Bash?
I wanted to, and I totally forgot to go.
I was in there like 10 times. It was awesome.
I wanted to go.
Yeah, is it D-Stash, whatever?
So like you can anything craft related, sewing related, really anything. You can bring and get points for each thing that you bring, and each point equals $1. Or actually, you can buy points too. Each point is $1. So if you want to buy them, or you can bring stuff and get points for what you bring. I literally have like 900 points from all the years that I've gone and
Yeah,
donated stuff.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, the points will roll over to the next event. So I was trying to give them away. I was like, here, buy whatever you want, take whatever you want. But I think there was only like people only took advantage of like 150 points or something. So I've got like 800 left, 700 left. Yeah.
That's
cool,
you
though.
should tuck them in your boozy bag when you give the
Oh,
exchange.
that's a great idea. Yeah.
There you go.
I didn't know you could buy points. How do you buy $1 a point?
It's $1 a point. Yeah. So you just walk into the DJ Bash and say, I want to buy. Well, actually, you could probably just like walk around and pick what you want first and see how much
That's
it is.
probably a good idea.
Some things are like a quarter point, you know, like
Oh.
or like a half a point. I
Like, what's an
mean,
example? Like, okay, so I think we're all familiar with Fabric World and all that stuff. Like, what are we talking is there? Because I didn't go in there.
literally everything. So there's irons in there. There's sewing machines in there. There's
Oh.
tons of fabric. There's custom fabric. There's trim. There's buttons. There's
Okay.
rulers. I got a bunch of rulers because I love tools. There's paper patterns that were in there. Yarn. There was this huge table of yarn. There was cutting mats. Scissors. I mean, there was everything. So I got a whole bunch of stuff.
And you still have 800 points left over.
And I still have 800 points left over. Yes, which I'll be happy to use the next time I go.
Hey, see, that's another thing. I wish I would have went to.
Yeah.
Having massive right now.
Next time.
Yeah.
So is this only open during certain times, or was it like?
The D-Stash Bash?
Yeah.
It was open during vendor hours, so it was open from 9 to 5.
Okay.
And then yeah, I think VIP Plus people, VIP Plus ticket holders got early access.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was wondering what extras. I mean, I guess it's all on the website. Like, it's all out. Shows you what you get extra when you sign up for that type of stuff.
Yeah, VIP Plus, you get early access to signing up for classes, early access to the D-Stash Bash, and I think there was something else I can't remember though. And you get a little bit nicer of a goodie bag than just like a weekend pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's left? I think did we touch everything? Did we hit everything?
I think
I think we did. Yeah.
So how did it close out? Was it like a ceremony, or like, hey, we're
Yes.
ending this? And
They did a formal ceremony where everybody. No, they didn't. It was the raffle.
The raffle. Yeah.
Yeah.
and I left before the raffle. I was gone today.
Oh,
Yeah.
I left after the scarf class. I was exhausted.
I know, you're like, I think I'm just gonna go.
I cannot.
where'd you stay that night?
The whole weekend I stayed right down the road. It was like 5 minutes away at this like really nice hotel.
Oh, so you just left and went to the hotel.
Yeah, I just took
Okay.
an Uber back and forth every day. I think it was like $8 to take an Uber there.
Cheaper than parking.
Exactly. And then I was like, I don't have to drive, so you know what that means.
Yeah. Drink it up.
Exactly. It was fun. I mean, it was nice. They had in the area we were at, I mean, there was just Ubers all night long, so I never had to worry about that either, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
And it's all in like a pretty populated area, so it's cheap. And the hotel I stayed at was really, really nice. And it was a third of the cost of the Gaylord. So I did that.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Jen,
Yes.
did you have a car when you were there?
Did I? No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't
okay.
leave the resort.
No.
Like, I just stayed. I don't think I don't even. Well, I guess I left when I left, but no. Carolee, she was staying with her daughters, and So she drove me to the airport and stuff. Like I didn't have to Uber or do anything like that. Like I had an amazing friend with me to help out with that stuff. But there was so much to do just at the resort and with the Sew Magical stuff. If I wasn't teaching a class and running around to panels that weren't happening, I was prepping my kits for the next day, making sure I had everything in order. I had to cut my Bonnie and all the stuff for my class in the hotel room because I didn't have time at home to do it. So I brought it and I was cutting in the hotel, the demonstration pieces and stuff. So, I mean, it was just busy. Like I felt like it was just nonstop. And then I spent like an hour and a half looking for coffee one morning because the lines were so long.
Yeah.
It was terrible. That was Saturday morning, I think.
There was a coffee station out front of the.
So there was a Starbucks right when I left my hotel room downstairs. There was a Starbucks, and their line was like forever. So then I walked to the other side because there was another Starbucks. That line was even worse, and I was like, "Oh, free coffee bar upstairs." I go up there, and they're out of coffee.
Oh, I had coffee in my room. I actually brought my French press with me because I was like, I know these lines are going to be crazy. I can't afford this coffee, so I made coffee every morning for everybody in the room if they wanted it.
I hate Starbucks, but I drank it because it was there. But I was so disappointed. I went up to the coffee bar and I asked the ladies, they were so sweet. I was like, "Are they bringing more coffee?" She's like, "I don't know." She's like, "The guy came and took it away, and that was an hour ago." I was like, "There's hot water though." I was like, "I don't want tea."
Oh,
Yeah, that's okay.
sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, I think it may have been maybe it was later in the morning. I can't remember what time it was. Either way, I found coffee.
Yeah. We had, there's my, this is basically describes all of SME.
I don't know what this is.
This is Saturday morning. We had coffee and a drink.
I had a drink in my coffee.
There you go.
Yes.
That would have been smart. But I had tequila. You can't really put coffee in that. So
yeah. You had the tequila. I had the whiskey.
So that was SME. It's coffee and then immediately, you know, the extra fun stuff.
Something boozy.
Yeah.
It was
So I
fun.
think that wraps up everything. I mean, the raffle was fun. The raffle, you missed it, Mariah, but I tried to record the whole thing and I got it up until the golden ticket was found. Like everybody was like tearing open. I made them wait. So everybody had the packages in front of them.
Yeah.
And it was like, who's going to find it? Who's going to find it? And they're all like ripping them open. And in the suspense, I'm recording. And she's like, stands up and she's like, I got it. And I like went, "Wah!" And I threw my phone. Like I literally, it hit. It just was gone. Like stop recording. I
laughed because I could see her doing it.
I was like, oh, come on. Like the one golden moment, like it was leading up to, for me, like it was amazing. It was just like in Willy Wonka. I don't know. Yeah. So hopefully that surfaces eventually when Kayla gets all her videos together. Because it was really fun. Yeah. And then that closed out Sew Magical Dallas 2023. And we all went home.
My suggestion is to have one on the West Coast now.
Yes. Well, wherever there is a Gaylord, there is a potential for a Sew Magical. So, so what? Denver would be the closest one to you guys.
Let's not do that.
Sorry. Yeah. Why? So that's one thing. Is she? I don't know. Different conversation. We'll talk about that later. Like
Denver would be the closest one to you guys.
I think Denver is actually closer to me than Dallas is, which is funny because I'm in Texas.
Yeah, Denver is.
Texas is very big. I don't know if you realize this. It's a very large state, and I think most of our other states can fit inside Texas. So when you're like, it's so close, but I'm in Texas, like, Texas is huge.
Jen, I could actually drive to
geography lesson.
Drive to Dallas, so I don't. From El Paso to Vegas is a lot faster.
Yeah, so come visit me.
Denver is 11 hours from El Paso.
Yeah, so it is. It is closer than Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so come visit me. Denver is 11 hours from El Paso. Yeah, so it is. It is closer than Dallas. Yeah. And then that closed out
I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a Denver SME, but there's a Gaylord there, so there's always a potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to see she's growing. It's good.
Yes.
And I like all these little weekend excursions that she's planning. Just the one-off events or whatever they are. Like what are they called? I don't remember.
Retreats.
The retreats. Yes. That's really cool. I'm just happy that people are getting together.
Yeah.
But in person, like it's just that's what I love so much about the Sew Magical events is just sewing people of all kinds getting together and sewing and talking sewing. Like that was my favorite part was just meeting people. So
Yeah.
It's fun. Like, I've been talking to so many people I saw there and you guys for years now. And then I get to see you in person.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for years to meet you guys.
I know.
So it's all these people that you're friends with online. Like such a millennial thing to say, but like true. My online friends in real life.
It's even more amazing when the person that you meet is just as amazing as they are to chat with, and you spend all week with them, and you laugh, and you're like, just the entire time is super fun.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to you, Mariah.
Yeah.
Lindsay, you're cool too. We didn't spend a lot of time together.
No, I was busy.
Except for the pictures, we were doing all kinds of things.
Yeah, except for that shit.
Oh goodness. Yeah.
So where can other people who are interested in the Sew Magical Expo and retreat, where can they find that? Like,
So magicalexpo.com.
There's a Facebook group. I recommend starting there. So it's all public. It's Sew Magical Expo. That's what it's called. And it's a group. It's like a public group.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description too. The links to all that stuff. I'll add that because I didn't put it in the description now. But yeah, the Facebook group is great. And then they have a Facebook page and Instagram, and the website is where you will actually sign up and buy tickets and get classes and all the information. But the group is very active, and you'll see all kinds of other people besides us sharing pictures and their experiences and things like that. So yeah, it's amazing. The community is just top notch. Like everybody I met was just over the top nice, wonderful to talk to, and just a pleasure to be around. Just I love all you guys.
We
So
love you too.
Yeah, thank you. Oh. All right, I guess we'll just end there because that's a happy note. It was all happy.
Okay.
Note. So, all right.
All right. Hey, wait.
Wait, what?
Are you guys going to Tennessee or Florida or
Not as of yet. So probably
not as of yet?
I'm not going to do Tennessee. I lived there for a long time. I'm not going to go back.
Like I'm never going back to Tennessee.
Never. I've already been to Nashville. But I would consider Florida.
I'm considering all the options.
Yeah.
I mean, if I definitely, it would be one I'd have to choose, like either Tennessee or Florida. And I'm like, well,
Disney World's there. I mean,
I'm working on having at least
and
one
beaches.
yeah.
teach a Ragamuffin class in Florida. So I'm hoping if you're watching or watching this in the future, you know who I'm talking to. She might be teaching a Ragamuffin class. And if either one of you go, that would be cool too. I don't know that I'm going. So, but I would love to.
Spam Jen's husband with notes like she needs to go. Emails.
That's what happened last time.
Oh
Well,
my God. Peer pressure.
yeah.
Cyber stalk him, send him notes.
No, don't do that. Oh goodness. All right.
He sounds like a sensitive soul.
You have any more questions? You good?
Yeah, I think
You guys have any last final words? Then I'm just
It was
gonna
great.
end this. We'll say
Great
goodbye.
to meet you.
See ya.
Okay, bye.
Wait.